All right, guys, so you should have this information typed. Again, on the example, it is auto-fit so that you can actually see what I typed, but you should not auto-fit anything yet. You're going to go ahead and save this to your OneDrive. Just go up here and click Save. Save it as movie results, or however it is that you're saving files, but add the word movie results in there. Go to your OneDrive, and within your OneDrive, choose your computers folder. All right, so then you're going to format the cells. So I'm just going to kind of walk you through these same directions there. So it says A1 through D1 is merged and centered. So you're going to highlight A1 through D1, merge and center it, bold the font, and then you're going to select A2 through D2. Okay, even though it looks like it's an E, just go ahead and go to D, and you're going to bold that, center it, not merge and center it. You're also going to middle align it and tell the text to wrap. Okay. You're also going to fill it a color. And then I changed my font color as well. So there it's filled, and I'm going to change my font color to white. All right. And then we already changed the vertical alignment to middle. We're going to increase the width of column A so we could see it. And then nothing else really needs to be. I could decrease C a little bit so that it looks like January 10th through 12th is like that. But it's kind of up to me however I want to do that. We are going to select B3 through D7. And we're going to tell it to be currency style. So I'm going to go up here to where it says general, choose the down arrow, and go to currency, and then decrease my decimal one time. Okay. Even though we don't have anything in 2-week total, we can go ahead and format it. Now we're going to go, we already have those numbers selected. So like yesterday where we learned how to auto sum down, this time we're going to auto sum across. So we selected B3 through D7. So what it's going to do is it's going to add those numbers across and put the answers in D. And just go ahead and click it. All right, now it says to add borders here. So we're going to choose a thick outside border from A1 through D7. Let's go up here. Oops, sorry. And choose thick box border. It's the same thing. I'll fix that. All right. We're going to change the name of sheet 1 to data and add a new sheet that's named chart. So we're going to double click here where it says sheet 2 and go to charts. So we are to create these two charts here. So it says add it. We're going to, our first chart, our data is in A2 through C7. And then we're going to make sure it has a chart title. The legend is above it. We have a vertical axis title, a horizontal axis title, and then we're going to change the vertical axis. So I'm going to go here to back to my data, and I'm going to select that A2 through C7 because that's what it told me where my data is. So A2 through C7 and go to Insert, and I'm going to go up here and choose a 2D column chart. Now right here it should look like a normal chart. Okay, I'm going to cut it there, Command X. Click in my sheet 2, which I've renamed Charts. And click in cell A1 and paste it. Command V. Okay. Go ahead and so you can double click it. Some of you guys are typing up here. Okay. And it says to move the legend above your chart. So we don't just want to physically move it, we want to tell the computer to move it. So I'm going to click here on my chart and go up here to this add chart element. Hover my mouse over legend and tell it to put it at the top. So again, my chart should automatically adjust, like it should move down. If it doesn't, click in between the lines and just move it down so that way it's not covering your legend. It also says to add a horizontal and a vertical axis title. So I'm going to click here, add a chart element, and go to axis titles. I'm going to click on primary vertical. However you want to add. Now I have to delete. So annoying. If you double click it, then it just types over it. So top movies there. Same thing, add chart element, axis titles, primary vertical. Double click it, triple click it, sales in millions. Okay, and then just click out of it, or if you typed up here in the formula bar, press enter. All right, so my chart is looking pretty good here, except for I think I spelled, oh, wrong one, millions wrong. I can't go back and edit this, guys, so it is what it is. Just bear with me here. Okay, oh, looks good. All right, and then it says to add data labels. So again, I'm going to click on my chart. Go up here to in my chart design and go to add chart element, and under data labels, choose outside end. Okay, so it's going to put it there. Now it says to change my axis. Now, somehow I magically got this. If you don't have it, the way to get it is to click on the axis, the vertical axis, 2-finger click, format axis. Okay, make sure you're in the chart little icon here, or it's not going to adjust it like it should. So we're going to make the minimum 38. Well, it says to change the major unit first. Let's go ahead and do that. So change the major unit to 2, and then whatever it changes the minor to, it doesn't really matter. You can change it to 1, but it shouldn't really make that much of a difference. And then up here where it says maximum, make this 38. Now when you do that, it really makes your chart pretty scrunchy. So we're going to change our chart area from A1 through I-22 here. So we can see it pretty well. Okay. And then it says to change your chart colors to kind of a black and gray. So I'm going to go up here and go here to this black and gray. All right, and technically this chart here is done. So I'm going to do Control S or Command S, that way nothing happens to it. All right, so we're going to go back to the data. And this time we want to select the names of the movies and the 2-week totals. That's what we're going to chart here. So we're going to select A2 through A7 with our non mouse hand, press and hold on Command, and do D2 through D7, insert chart, 2D chart, cut it, Command X, paste it in our charts, Command V. Oh, poo. Okay. One thing that Excel does, and on your Mac it doesn't do this on the other one, is if you have the other chart selected, it pastes it inside that chart, which is super confusing. So click in like cell A24. Now paste it, Command V. You could do, if you already did that, just hit undo, Command Z, or click the undo button. Add some titles here. So we're going to go to, click on your chart here. And in your chart design, go to add chart element. Click axis titles. Your primary one will be top movies again. Remember, if you triple click. And then we're going to put cells and millions here. So same thing. Axis titles, primary vertical. Triple click. Okay. We're going to add data labels. So click on your data labels, and I think it's just always easiest to just do outside end. And then we need to change the title. So we're going to go box office results last 2 weekends combined. Okay. Now let's go ahead and make this chart just a little bit bigger here. Okay. Now what we want to do is add a picture in between, just back here. One thing that students will do sometimes is add a picture back here, and that puts it in the white space. It makes it really hard to read your writing. We just want to add it right here in between the lines. So if you just click in between the lines. Now I do think it's easier if you go to Google first and search for a picture. So I'm going to search for movie clip art. And as we found the other day, it's way easier if you, so click on images, if you drag it to your desktop. Some kids in another hour were copying and it was fine for them. So whichever way, I might just choose, I'll choose this one. Okay, I'm gonna just click on it and drag it to my desktop. Okay, and then if I keep Excel a little bit smaller, I want to change my background here. So I'm going to go to, so again, I click on here. If somehow this went away, remember you just 2-finger click, format plot area, and you want to fill it. So you're going to go here to your fill, choose this paint can, and then expand fill, and you're going to fill it with a picture. And then where's your picture from? You're going to go, so I'm just going to go here to insert picture from file, and then I'm going to go to my desktop, and I'm just going to click on it. Click insert. All right, now with this, so again, however you can manipulate, if you copy sometimes in Google, you can insert picture from and choose clip art. Or clipboard, sorry, because when you copy something, it goes to your clipboard. All right, so right here, if I need to, depending on my picture, I might want to change my column color. So again, I just click on one, and it should select all of them, and go to change colors, and I could choose like black or gray. And then same thing with my data labels. If that's too hard to read them, I might want to just click on them and then fill them a solid fill and maybe white. I don't really need to do that. I can pretty much read it without. So what I might do is just click on, again, if I just click on one, I might just do Command B to bold my text to make it a little bit easier to read. And you are done. So you would just save it and then put up your green stick.